Gentlemen, what I'm about to reveal is the unspoken truth of female psychology, a truth that most men will never understand. Women do not fall for words. They do not fall for charm. They fall for how you react under pressure, how you handle challenges, and how you perform when tested. Every glance, every subtle shift in behavior, every pause in a conversation is part of a silent exam, designed to see if you are worthy. Miss this and you are invisible. Understand this and you hold the advantage. Here's the brutal reality. Men are biologically and psychologically wired to respond to overt signals. Smiles, compliments, flirty words. But women operate on a different system, rooted deeply in evolution and biology. A smile does not always mean interest. A touch on the arm does not always mean attraction. Women often mask desire with indifference because their nervous system is scanning for stability, dominance, and resourcefulness. Her words are rarely literal. They are decoys, meant to test your reaction. Most men fall into the trap of reading the words and ignoring the clusters of signals beneath. They say, "She said she's busy, but she likes me, right?" Wrong. She's testing your patience. She's testing your confidence. She's testing your control over yourself. Fail these tests and the attraction disappears before you even realized it existed. Here is where most men fail. They look for isolated gestures, a smile, a laugh, a compliment, and assume attraction. In reality, female signals always arrive in clusters like a coded language. Let me break this down scientifically. A woman's biological and psychological response is influenced by multiple systems. Hormones, oxytocin, dopamine, and estrogen spikes subtly influence microexpressions, slight dilations of the pupils, rapid blinking, or subtle mirroring of your gestures. Autonomic nervous system. Even when she says, "I'm fine," her heart rate, posture shifts, and vocal tone reveal curiosity or interest. Evolutionary programming. Millions of years of mating strategy are encoded in her brain. She unconsciously evaluates security, confidence, and genetic fitness in every interaction. A single smile is meaningless, but a smile combined with eye contact, subtle leaning in, and mirroring your posture, that's a cluster, a biological signal that she's testing your value. These clusters are her secret exams, and your reactions are the answers she grades. Women test men in multiple, almost invisible ways. Here are the most common. 1. Availability test. She acts distant to see if you chase or maintain composure. Men fail this by overtexting or overcommitting. The biological reality: over-eagerness triggers avoidance in her brain. It's wired to respect men who demonstrate independence and self-control. 2. Confidence test. A woman might tease, challenge, or even subtly insult. She's observing your dominance, your emotional stability, your ability to stay grounded. Respond with anger or insecurity and the test fails. Respond with humor, calm assertiveness, or playful pushback, and you pass. 3. Social proof test. She watches how others interact with you, your friends, your status, the subtle respect you command. It all contributes to her unconscious evaluation. Evolutionarily, women are wired to notice men valued by the group. 4. Vulnerability test. Rare, but revealing. She may probe your weaknesses, not to hurt you, but to see if you maintain self-respect while being transparent. Oversharing or desperation triggers her aversion circuits. Controlled strategic vulnerability, however, increases attraction. These tests are not conscious. They are biological reality, a dance of hormones and evolution, a subconscious filtration system designed to separate men who are merely interested from men who are worthy of attachment. Here's the secret that most men never learn. Recognizing these tests before reacting gives you a strategic advantage. Women do not just fall in love. They evaluate, they measure, they test. And they only invest in men who demonstrate mastery over themselves. This is not manipulation. This is understanding reality. When you see the pattern, the cluster of signals, the subtle challenges, you can choose your response. You can respond with calm confidence, humor, and subtle dominance, and suddenly you are no longer competing. You are being evaluated as a prize. This awareness is your edge. Most men never notice these clusters. They panic, they overreact, they beg for validation. You, however, will understand the signals, decode the tests, and act with precision. Before we go further, if you want more of this kind of forbidden knowledge, the hidden rules of female psychology, the secret advantage men can wield in dating, hit that subscribe button, because what you're learning here is the type of knowledge most men will never discover on their own. It's time to step into mastery. Let's dig deeper into why women do this. Evolution did not design women to play games for fun. Every test has a purpose: to identify traits that increase reproductive and social success. Stress response. When she tests you, she triggers a subtle stress response in your nervous system. This is intentional evolutionary biology at work. Men who respond with calm, steady energy demonstrate higher genetic fitness and emotional regulation. Reward systems. When you pass her tests, her brain releases dopamine and oxytocin in small bursts. She subconsciously associates you with stability, reward, and trustworthiness. Selection bias. Women unconsciously filter men who cannot handle tests. Repeated failure to navigate subtle signals triggers avoidance pathways, and she mentally removes you from the pool of potential mates. Understanding this is not just academic, it's strategic. Every reaction you have can either enhance attraction or destroy it. Every subtle display of dominance, calm, or humor reinforces your value. Miss it and you remain invisible. Here's the actionable framework. 1. Observe clusters, not words. Watch for eye contact, posture, mirroring, micro-expressions, and combined gestures. These are far more reliable than what she says. 2. Control your nervous system. Calm breathing, steady voice, confident posture. Pass the test biologically before she even registers it consciously. 3. Strategic availability. Do not chase, do not overinvest, allow tension to build. Women are attracted to men who create a sense of challenge and scarcity. 4. Playful pushback. When teased, maintain humor and confidence, avoid defensiveness or anger. This demonstrates higher status and control. 5. Social leverage. Be aware of how others see you. Subtle respect from peers increases her unconscious valuation of your desirability. Master these and you are no longer reacting, or orchestrating attraction, or no longer guessing, or decoding signals and answering her silent exams with precision. Here's the harsh truth. Ignore these patterns and you will remain frustrated. You will continue to misinterpret signals, chase the wrong cues, and lose opportunities to men who understand the system. You will remain stuck in a cycle of rejection and confusion. Embrace this knowledge, and you gain a rare advantage. You gain the ability to see through the illusions of words and gestures, to understand the biological reality of female attraction, to act in a way that positions you as a man worthy of desire. This is mastery. This is power. Choice is yours. Continue to stumble blindly or step into the hidden strategies that evolution has encoded in female psychology. Miss this and you remain average. Learn this and you command respect, desire, and influence. You want to master this knowledge if you want to consistently pass the tests women give subconsciously. Subscribe now. Study every signal, every cluster, every challenge. Internalize the biology, psychology, evolutionary patterns. Because one thing is certain, a man who understands the silent exams of female desire will always have the advantage. A man who ignores them will always remain frustrated, confused, and overlooked. This is not speculation, this is science, strategy, and reality. Move.